pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, before I go on with the agenda, I'd like to have a moment of silence for our lost attorney, Kim Vocke, who will greatly be missed. So let's just take a minute. Okay, thank you. Kim was well represented in his services by the city. Yeah, we had a good turnout from the council, and that went real well. So I'm going to try to, during this meeting, I do not have an attorney here tonight, but I got one signed, is will be here next month. So I would like to just try to go through this meeting and hit the main things we need to hit, and pick up maybe anything that's legal that once we have representation from the attorney. So, first thing, let's get on with the citizens report. Any citizens got a report? Yeah.
None.
Yeah, go ahead.
Do you need me to state my name or anything?
Date of birth, social, credit cards.
I've noticed the hall has been rented a lot lately. I've rented it a lot. It seems real bleak down there. There's 2 non-working TVs. There's a vending machine that somebody purchased that's sitting down there. Just seems like it's real cluttered, especially over by the bar area. Now I've got a lot of friends that are renting it. Before I came over here, Reagan asked me to get some information for somebody who wants to rent it. And I would just like to see council maybe put some effort, like a working TV down there. You can't even watch TV. Somebody wanted to have a party to run pictures or something, or watch a Super Bowl, or watch a Kentucky basketball game. I mean, you guys know how we used to be down there all the time. And God knows we spent a lot of time down there. I just feel like, I get it, there's a budget, I understand it, but I just feel like I would love to see some effort go into it, maybe do paint job, something, just to get it.
Okay.
But
Yeah, well, we'll see if we can address that.
Well, and
Go
now's the
ahead.
time to, the one thing is we don't have internet access down there.
yeah, and that's something that there's no internet access or anything to stream or anything like that, if somebody wanted to
But
stream something.
that was one of the things that I will hopefully go into the budget for next year, or the next fiscal year. But yeah, I don't disagree, it is bleak down there.
Yeah, it just seems like there's a lot of cabinets that are from the fire department that aren't being used anymore, they could probably just.
Bromley vet still has stuff there.
Yeah, but that's still different.
Vending machine was the fire department,
Yeah,
so.
shall he not be named, we'll
Well,
say that.
Does Lelo have a need for something like
Yeah,
that?
No, we've actually got our own vending machine.
You want to ask if
You
you
know
want
how to
to
get
go?
rid of them?
okay.
Yeah, so.
Well,
Okay.
I'm sure that Diana will look into that and take care of all the issues, and we can see if we can get a budget up to get 1 TV, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I guess it's okay.
Internet access will be what we have
Yeah.
to
Okay.
work out then.
Probably be, just a rough estimate, was $500 to get it back to here, so. It'll be something like that to put in that budget request, use 500.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And Diana, if you would, if you could find out, Diana, if you can find out what is not being used down there, I mean, as long as it's not the cities, if it's just junk or something, we can get rid of, but if it's something with the cities, we gotta be careful about that, we gotta go through the procedure. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Okay.
All right, yep,
And I don't know what was really left down there, I've not paid much attention,
okay, all right.
Any other citizen report? PBS. Andy, have you gotten,
I got an invitation for new intake for new council members, for
Right, that's-
PDS forum, so I'll be attending that. I think it's on the 27th.
Yeah, I got a call, then they also tell me they're gonna inform you that a building on Main Street, the big green building, is going up for the demolition orders, I think, tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay?
Do you know the address on that?
Huh?
Do you know the street number?
5.
Oh, that's
305,
305.
yeah.
Okay.
The big one. It's going before tomorrow, and from what I hear, there shouldn't be any issues. They'll go ahead and get the orders to have it condemned and tore down.
Okay.
Nice. So,
Thanks, Mayor.
yeah. Okay, please.
I don't have anything unless you guys have something for us. Everything's been, the word I like to use is peaceful. We don't use the Q word. Everything's been peaceful and all the kids are acting right and all the adults are apparently acting right as well, so. If you guys have anything for me, then, yes, sir.
We do have one individual that's parking on the wrong side of the street, seems like all the time.
Yes.
Or in front of their house.
Good.
They, I think they live in that, 217 boom.
Is that the little shotgun style house?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, when that happens, are they parking facing the wrong way or just?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
super
facing
Honda.
wrong, facing wrong.
Just, if you guys have that information, shoot it to me in an email, I'll disseminate it out to my guys, and if I can't get to it, then I know Officer Prater or Officer Love, or definitely our rookie Officer Little will come out and take care of it. She likes to tow unparked, you know. She does a good job at it, and I'm proud of her for it, she's doing a heck of a job, so.
I think they'll abide by it once they hear it.
Yes, I'll put it to you like this, in reference to parking complaints, she has taken it upon herself to perform well in that for sure, and today alone, I had 3 walk-ins of her writing parking tickets, so just, if you guys just shoot that to me in an email, for sure, because I'll write it in this notes and I'll walk out and forget it, and if it ain't written down, it don't happen to me, so I'll make sure I get it out to the guys and they'll take care of that for sure.
I was thinking about cordially going over and mentioning it to him, but I thought, no, you better not.
You're more than welcome to try it, say, man, you
No,
park the wrong direction.
no, I'm good.
That's fine, that's fair, and
It's
that's fair.
obvious.
And it's a city ordinance, and we don't mind enforcing, and that's what you guys pay us for, so.
Have you got any cars?
I certainly do, and you had to ask me, I just got a brand new box in, they're sitting on my desk at the office. But I can give you my email if you want really quick, and I'm sure Ms. Brittany, she has it, and she can give it to you
Yeah,
guys as
she's
well.
got it. I just thought maybe the council members might need a
Certainly.
car just to
Absolutely, I could,
give you a
I'll,
chance.
I will, for sure, the next one,
Okay.
shoot it to me, you know, because I'll forget, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
And then I'll get it to you as soon as possible.
Okay.
For sure.
All right, thank you. Okay. Fire department?
Good evening. You should have my January report and February report. I don't think there is anything earth-shattering. We are trying to get a grant for new gear and SCBA's. So I got the breakdown of that on the second page of the February one. The intern, get the intern report, just an update on the interns where we're at. That program seems to be doing really well. It's helping out the staffing, especially with this weather we've had here recently. We were sending the squad crew, the SUV or the pickup truck behind the squad to help lift and stuff, so we were able to hopefully get everybody out safely, as well as our people. Yes, ma'am? I thought maybe I did something.
She was
Hello?
looking at you.
I'm just looking.
Any questions, concerns?
No questions? Okay, well, thank you, Mike.
Thank you, sir.
Hall committee. Go ahead.
The only thing I have, well, 2 things, the leak, the water has stopped from what I understand.
Okay.
I talked to Tony
They have stopped.
yesterday, yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
And he said Jeff checked it for the whole month of January, so that should be fixed. The other thing that I was looking at doing, and I was going to get the actual city building survey, so we can see where our property lies and where
Okay.
our property boundaries are, so that we know what we have
Yeah.
to work with, because he was saying, talking about the drainage,
Right, issue over there.
yeah.
Now, a surveyor, I'll get you his name and his number.
Okay.
We we worked with him before.
Okay.
And he's a good one. I'll get you that information to you. I'll email his name and number, you get in contact with him.
Okay. I can do that.
And also, I want you to look into getting, what's it, Tank or KB in here to start next month. Video in the meetings, okay?
Okay.
See if you can have them in here.
All right. That's all I've got on.
Okay. Road and light, Dave.
Road and light, trying to keep the streets clear. That was probably the most snow we've had at one time
Since 1970.
20 years.
Something,
Yeah. So,
80 something, yeah.
yeah, I think things went pretty well with that. They did pop the Roman Hill speed bump, and Jack got an invoice, for a cost of one for replacement.
Not the whole thing, it's just a 4 foot.
Just
Yeah.
a 4 foot?
Yeah, I priced what it is, so you said maybe we would order 2 more,
Mhm.
for like $525 for a whole set, they're like 23.5 foot long,
Okay.
and then you gotta add in the shipping and handling.
Right.
So,
Well, in the budget, we have the money for that, so that's something that we've had, we need to replace, so.
Okay.
Just go ahead and let me know and I'll approve the PO for that.
okay.
As far as hanging banners on telephone poles on Route 8, they told me that that's okay to do, but I want it in writing before we do it. So, I'm still working on that. If I get total clarification, then I won't have to order poles, so.
Who said that
because
was
he-
okay?
Please.
Who said that was okay, just so I have it.
Duke, yeah. Because even if we buy poles, we're gonna have to probably get breakaway poles like we have currently for the stop signs. And they'll also have to be, approved to be inside the right of way of the state, which comes out, 13 feet from the center line on both sides of the street, so.
But we won't have to do that, right, if they give
If I
us
can
the.
get it in writing,
Okay.
we're allowed to use those telephone poles and keep them at least 13 feet high for tractor trailers going through.
Okay.
So,
How many names? I know of 3.
Yeah, it's just the three.
The three,
Mhm.
okay.
Well, adding a name to that, I don't know what I was thinking, but I asked about my brother. My son is a 20-year retired Black Hawk pilot from the Army, so I'd like to get one more for that, so
Can you just send it to me in an email?
I will.
Okay, and then
I'm trying to
Andy,
get
do you have
pictures from
someone as
both
well?
of
I
them.
do too. Yeah,
Okay.
I can email.
If you guys wouldn't mind, just with everything that's happened, can you just send me like a refresher of those names so I have it all at one time, and then I can make a list and we can just make sure we have everybody? Cause it was kind of up in the air for a little while, so I just wanna make sure I have it clear.
How many
Names
total?
and service lines.
How many total can you have?
How many are allowed, or how many?
How
do
many
we have?
poles are there? Didn't you say there were 12 or 13?
There's 13, I
Yeah.
think.
Didn't you have somebody?
I do.
Okay.
Okay.
So there's 13 spaces available, right?
And again, if we get to where they start coming in, we can make those banners double-sided.
Right,
Yeah. So double up on.
Once we get them filled up, that'd be the
Right.
natural thing to do.
That's all I got, Mayor, unless Jack's got something.
Right on Jack now. Jack, you got anything you want to bring up?
No, just basically the speed bumps, and I'll go ahead and order the 2.
Hey, I want to talk to you. Jack, did you go down there and look at the thing for the canned food? Did you have to go down there and look in that?
Yeah, when somebody complained about it being dirty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I talked to you about it, you know what I mean? And I went down there and looked at it shortly after that, and it was all cleaned up,
Yeah, it was,
you know what I mean?
it was.
I don't know how, but somehow we gotta get people to realize you can't put green beans and any canned stuff in there when it drops below freezing. The cans just went there, they just blew up, you know what I mean? So, I don't know if it's something that we need to keep in mind, Jack, that if we know we're gonna drop down in the teens or something like that.
Pull it out.
Just go down there and pull it out, you know what I mean? If not, it made one hell of a mess,
Okay,
you know? So
I'll keep an eye on it.
everything that was in a can blew up in that thing, you know, so.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay. Ways and means, Mike?
Okay, if I got copies of the financials,
run through it real quick. Revenue for the general fund, we're at about 70% of the anticipated income, which is around $266,000. We're ahead due to the residents' diligence in paying their taxes early. So that's a little ahead. And also Kent County's sheriff's collections efforts too. As far as expenses for general fund, we're at about 68% of anticipated expenses at $263,000 to date. Road fund, we received 43,000. We're at 43,000 revenue received to date. We're just a little over 100% of our anticipated revenues. So we shouldn't see any more coming in. There's not a whole lot of activity out of that fund, so getting ready for spring. Municipal aid is pretty much the same, but we received a little over 17,000 in revenue to date. And we spent 5,175. That was due to the snow event and municipal aid, plus the salt, both salt and snow event. So that's the only usage so far in municipal aid. Capital improvement, we finally received $75,000 check from the state. It only took 5 months once it was submitted, but we got it. That's the main thing. And I think that's about it. There's actually only one more project coming up, and that's the pickleball court.
One thing everybody needs to keep in mind, you all see something that you want to get put in the budget, start working on it. Let's try to get there a little earlier this year so you know how to budget it, okay?
Yeah, I'd like to try and get it by April 1st is what I sent a message out to everybody. I mean, we can work, plus or minus a few days after that, whatever. But April 1st is the target. That's all mine.
Parking program, Tim, you got anything other than that?
The only other thing he had was, he's talking with Brian on the, redoing the park bench seats, the new wood, or he's gonna have him price the aluminum also,
Okay.
to see if that works in his budget.
Yeah, it'd be nice to get the aluminum, but that might be quite a bit more expensive, you know what I mean? So, but worth looking into,
Yeah,
last a
yeah.
lot longer, you know?
I've gone back and forth with Brian, I've missed his calls, so it's just a matter of catching up with him and getting the cost of the aluminum versus the wood. Yeah, so I think that was all we had, right?
Okay, insurance and grants. Kelly, you dug in anything? Has Andy give you any support?
Not at all, no. Yes, yes. Yeah, we got together last week and went over some stuff and touching base with Mike as well, getting some figures, and hopefully by the next meeting I'll have it down.
Is that it?
I'm sorry.
Is that it? Yeah. Okay, also, Kelly is gonna be heads up all of our special things the city do, like the parades, anything, if they was to have an Easter egg hunt or anything, she's gonna be in charge of all of them special events. So, I know you've got the first one you got coming up, probably the parade, the Memorial Day parade. I don't think there's anything else, so. All right.
Are we hosting that this year, or is Ludlow got that?
Goes back to Ludlow Day.
Goes back to.
Yeah, we
Ludlow,
did it last year, right?
yeah.
Okay.
You should get some emails on it, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, that's our mayor's report, okay. Under mayor's report, okay, we need to appoint Andy to the PBS as a, let's see, he's gonna be the alternate and I am the appointed representative. So we need to make a motion, don't we? For that position,
I'll make a motion to appoint Andy to the PDS
okay, as an
As an alternate.
alternative,
as an alternate.
and I am the representative.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, I got one other thing I can do here. Hey, Bob, would you come up here for a minute?
What would I do?
Oh,
This is good, isn't it?
You need it?
You're gonna get that meat done, you'll be running around there like a bunny rabbit. Well, I got something for you, Bob.
You do?
Yep. This is a special key to the city
Oh.
for all your dedication, bud, okay? Huh? All right? Yeah. That shows appreciation. Yeah, turn around this way, let him do it. Just to show you our appreciation of everything you did through the years, Bob.
I appreciate that, thank you. Very nice, very nice.
Can we need a motion, committee report to be accepted? All in favor? Opposed? Old business, anybody got any old business to bring up? Okay. Any new business?
Councilmember Dudley and I met in Southgate, for new council member orientation with KLC back in
Okay,
December,
good.
so that was nice. And then Councilmember Kendall and I met with, Sanitation District 1 on January the 13th to discuss, potential acquisition of, about 1.5 acres behind the Baptist Church down there for the purpose of a boat ramp. So the Sanitation District has agreed to a 40-year lease on that portion. Nothing's final yet, they just said that they would. And I've submitted the grant proposal to Fish and Wildlife down in Frankfurt. So once we hear something on that, I'll be happy to let you know.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see that happen, you know, just
Yeah.
a little more something down here.
Don't need any more for me. No. And if we don't make it this year, you know, there's a chance we could throw some money at it or something and increase our chances for next time around.
Great,
So,
that'd be great.
so we'll see.
And we also try to find out the status of the entire lot. You know, the availability of it, and if it's pulled down the road or whatever. And unfortunately, for any development, unfortunately, we're gonna have to wait. What's happening is that their consent decree, which was agreed upon by federal EPA and everything, there's being a huge pushback on all these agreements that are being made by the federal government. They now are saying that they want total elimination of overflows, which is, it's impossible to do. It's impossible, but that's really put them, you know, behind the 8 ball. So they would let the property go if it weren't for that issue. So, and I completely understand their circumstances, and, you know, we just don't have any leverage to try and, you know, attract somebody to get that piece of property and do something with it. So, however, they did commit to us that if and when they ever do, are able to release it, we are the first ones to have at least input and or to try and drive the development of that lot. So they at least committed to that.
Good, good.
In writing.
Not yet. We'll have it. We'll get it.
And Andy, on that if they do approve that, did you, I can't remember, before check like liability or anything?
Well, it would be our liability. So if the state comes down and builds the boat ramp, it'd be a 2-lane boat ramp with a, they didn't like the idea of a fishing pier, but they said they could clear part of the bank so we could do some bank fishing down there, which I said that's fine. But we would be ultimately liable for that it would be infrastructure that belongs to the city, but we could insure it. And we would also be responsible to maintain it as well. It would be turned downriver, so it would be kind of self-cleaning. So it probably wouldn't require a whole lot unless we have a flood.
The attorney thought it was a very exciting idea. I mean, they're 100%, backing us on getting this done.
Yeah.
So, because it would draw a lot of, people coming into the area, so, it provides a lot of, benefits for both Ludlow and us.
Yeah, it could be kind of a boon for, sort of economic development,
It's a shame that the keyhole didn't develop and progress.
Right, but anything that's on that block or the adjacent block that's kind of lies the building next to it, I mean, there could be some potential there if we have traffic as a result of a boat ramp.
Yeah.
You think about the WBN fireworks coming every year and all those boats that want to go in the river. Logistically, we would be the closest put-in for boaters, unless they want to go all the way down to Wilder and put into the Licking. So that would really put us in a good position for recreation and, hopefully maybe a little economic stimulus we would get out of that traffic.
Yeah.
With all the zoning changes that came about, that whole riverfront is all set up for all kinds of different development. So it's all set up for the future, basically. And thanks to Gail and her, she did help a ton on that. It's something for the future, Bromley.
Will they generate revenue for the boat dock? Do they charge a fee to launch or?
That's one of their stipulations. They build it, you can't charge a fee.
Oh, okay.
So they don't want you to monetize it. But, the resulting traffic, if we find a way to capture that, then we can try to monetize it that way.
The Corps engineers,
Yeah.
cut down anything along there with that.
It's a big plus for this area if we can get it.
Thanks for that, guys.
So would the district allow us to lease outside that area? Like more of?
They might let us lease it, but I think the contingencies would be different on that. If there was
On that
more,
construction,
they
right?
wouldn't be allowing us to build on that.
Well, I was just thinking about food trucks in the area because of people
Oh, that, I could
transporting.
I could
I
space
can't see why
on.
they wouldn't.
Yeah.
They want us to kind of stay away from where the old plant was sitting because of the sinkholes and all that jazz and liability. So, I mean, but there's plenty of properties there to do some other stuff.
I'm seeing a lot of food trucks and a lot of other businesses, so.
Okay. Is there any communication? No. Okay. Need a motion the bills be paid?
Make a motion that the bills for January be paid.
All in favor? Okay, opposed? Motion for adjournment?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?